Oh my god, that was insane. Oh no! Oh my god! Hello YouTube, welcome to Fine Day, and today we are going to have a look at Volo Guide to Monsters in Historic Brawl. This deck aims to win by playing Volo Guide to Monsters and then using his ability of copying creatures that don't share a creature type with creatures that are already on the field or in your graveyard. So, how does this exactly work? For example, Volo is a human or a wizard, so just by that, just by this being there, like this being his creature types, humans and wizards can't get copied with this ability. So now we play a golem and it checks, okay, do we have a golem in the graveyard or the battlefield? No? Okay, gets copied on the stack. And that is very important because there is one mechanic that is quite interesting, and that is mutate. So with mutate, so first and foremost, a lot of these are beasts, as you can see. So technically, okay, only the first one gets mutated, right? No, wrong. Because we mutate this onto a creature, it gets copied on the stack. Now we get two mutates are happening. So just by default, Migratory Greathorn gives us 3 basics because it mutates and then it mutates the mutated copy and then like it triggers twice. And that is just amazing, right? But we put it under the creature. And if we put it under the creature, the beast creature type is no longer there. And then it's like a golem, it's an avatar, it's an elder giant, whatever, right? So now we can play beasts that always get copied, but we can just hide them away below other cards, and that's why mutate is so strong. And like, if you get multiple mutates, oh my god, the value is just absolutely insane. There are some mutate cards that we don't run currently just because they break some things that we kind of don't want to break. For example, there are ones that if you mutate, you create a beast. But yeah, that like Sawtusk Demolisher is kind of in the same boat, that we can create beasts with this, but it can also just act as removal, so that is pretty great. Anyways, mutate is an amazing and fantastic mechanic with Volo. What about the rest of the deck? Well, we have a bunch of 2-mana ramp. We are also looking at our like creatures that we have some elves and druids, but these elves and druids are not necessarily cards that we need to copy. So the only druid overlap we have is here with the Beast Whisperer, and then like this is the only overlap we have, but both of these are just so good that we kinda just want both of them in our deck, right? Like, yes, there are a lot of like good cards, but just because a card has multiple creature types, yeah, we really want those cards, right? Just, you know, value engines, and yeah, sure, it doesn't get copied, but still great cards. Coma is kind of in the same boat because it's legendary, but it's so we only get 1 Coma even if we copy it, but man, is it annoying, right? Yeah, overall, this deck is pretty fancy. Also, one more thing I want to note here. We have a bunch of shapeshifters here that like just copy our things, but they enter the battlefield as a copy of another creature, and it's kind of like with the mutate thing where we play this, copy it on the stack, but now it's something completely different. So now it doesn't get it doesn't prevent the next shapeshifter from being copied. So that is pretty great. Yeah, I mean, yeah, enough talking. Let's see this deck in action, and hope you enjoy it. And if you do, please consider subscribing to the channel. And obviously, if you don't like it, just type me in the comments how much you hate the deck. Let's go. We are ready to play against Freyleys. And let's see. Yeah, this is a good hand. I like it a lot. Left the Hydra, turn to Uro, and then Auspicious Starrix is just absolutely fantastic with Volo. Yeah, let's just play you. And I'm not sure if we want to I basically wasn't sure if this I want to play this later on just to draw cards, right? Because our deck does have problems drawing cards, getting card advantage. How greedy are we? I mean, you can just go for the kill basically next turn. Well, the kill in quotation marks. Because Auspicious Starrix is so incredibly disgusting. But maybe just getting a Wandering Archaic out on the field is really, really good. Because then every, like, instant or sorcery they play is... it just gets me a ton of value. Elvish Visionary. The thing with elves is they don't play a lot of instant sorceries. They play like draw artifacts, they play enchantments, but instant sorceries not so many. So let's see where this is going. Let's see. They have 4 mana available, which is a very scary number. Oh yeah, they have way more mana available than that, huh? Fraily's effectively costs 1 because now they can untap the Marwyn. No, it costs 0 because Marwyn also gains power from doing this. Oh wow. Yeah, I gotta be really, really careful here. Really careful. Let's see. They had 1 more like mana here. This could have been even worse. With like Castle Garenbrick activations as well. Oh. Circle of Dreams. Okay, they have mana 4 days. Absolute massive amount of mana. I think I just wanna high roll with this Auspicious Starrix. Mutate. And we go under, interestingly enough. Under. And now we look at the top 5 doing this. Oh, Mana War is amazing! Oh my god, that was insane. Oh no! Oh my god! What the hell was that? GG! We are ready to play against Narset of the Ancient Way. And let's see. Also, I just want to point out, so at this, I've noticed the matchups are like slightly better for Volo now. It used to be that he was just placed in the basically straight tier 1 queue, and I believe the reason to that was that Volo was really good in standard, right? Like when Ikoria was still in standard, he was pretty good there. But then they basically, I think they took the stats and also, yeah, has to be good in Historic Brawl as well. No, he's absolute garbage in Historic Brawl because all his best cards were in standard anyways, and though like the power of the deck doesn't live up to like the expectations of Historic Brawl. So yeah, he was just playing against Kinnan, Nikobolas, like Volo is for sure not a top tier deck. Let me think about this. If they have a Spell Pierce, I want to play this island, but I think I don't need to play around Spell Pierce here. Because I think I want to Mystical Dispute this Narset. Okay. Oh wait, no. I can't Mystical Dispute the Narset. You know why? I needed to play the... Okay. I need to play this untapped island, so I have double blue up for this Mystical Dispute. Now I'm in a whole lot of trouble, but actually not, because this Coma will just carry me. Sure, rip apart. Couldn't Mystical Dispute that anyway, so kind of fine with that. Honestly, I am just going to swing in. Pass turn. Keep up the Mystical Dispute, and I really want to spark double my Coma later on. That would be great, and then I want to keep up the Coma for an eventual board wipe. No, I don't want them to see the Coma, and I don't want them to make this Coma more expensive. That's why I'm going to Mystical Dispute now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah, okay. Coma is happening, and I can lock them off white. That is amazing. So now Coma is happening. The question is, do we block them from having white here or not? Nah, I think if they have like a 6 CMC card and a white drop, that could be annoying. Yeah, sure. For a time. Yeah. Good thing we drew this Uru now. Oh, that is also a really good card in control matchups. Yep. Ooh. Kind of wanna... Yeah, Uro. Let's go. Hope to find a land here, and then let's see where this takes us. Oh yes, beautiful. So I could Sea Dasher, like cash in the Sea Dasher for a land. I believe I don't need to do that. I am just going to pass a turn, flash in the Sea Dasher like as an actual card, just for more board presence. I have the Swan Song up. Wrath of God. That is actually fine. Yeah, sure. And now we just flash and Sea Dasher. Yep. And we get to attack with this as well. Yeah. Put you on 5, I believe. Yeah. And then just swing in. I could have put the Lair of the Hydra on 4. But I feel like if I counter something that is... Ooh, do I put this on blue or green now? Interesting. I think just blue now, just to keep up the Swan Song. But here's the thing, if they want to kill the Sea Dasher, that is fine. I'm not going to protect it with Swan Song, because let's say they Lightning Bolt the Sea Dasher, then I Swan Song to protect the Sea Dasher, but now they have a bird to block the Sea Dasher anyways. So that kind of doesn't work out, I think. This Lair of the Hydra is amazing though. Really, really good card. Yeah. Kills the Sea Dasher. I can use the Guardian Idol and the Lair to kill this Narset. Ooh, yeah. Sure. That's absolutely fine. I'm going to pay 2. I'm going to pay 2 again. And now I have 2 attackers against this Narset. And it should hopefully die here. Teferi's Protection. Memory Lapse. So we know about their Teferi's Protection, but it's much weaker now that they can't play Narset and the Protection in the same turn. Okay. Let's see. Left Rider doesn't have trample, right? Yeah, it doesn't. Would be absolutely busted. Ah, man, where's my Swan Song now? Yikes. I could have played Volo and Spark Double on Volo. But I feel like keeping up the Swan Song here is pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I really want to draw land here though. Oh no, that doesn't work out anyways. Okay. Yeah, because I have to want to animate you. Yeah. Do this. Auspicious Starrix mutating under a Guardian Idol. And then if they counter or kill, I use my Swan Song here. If they kill Volo here in response, that doesn't work out for them. They copy the... Oh, that is a bit too much value for my taste. If they have a counterspell here again, which they very likely have, with this being a... Okay, yeah, they just... They have it. Counter, return to hand, copy... Yeah... This was basically full value from this. How insane. I don't think I will be able to come back from that now. Can't currently think of a single draw that helps me out in the situation. But maybe there is a miracle, right? Maybe there's something I currently don't think of. Curse of Silence on Uro, I believe. Maybe Volo. Yeah, I think both. Oh yeah, these have hexproof. GG. We are ready to play against Volo, Guide to Monsters, and I really hope we're going first here because that is very important in this matchup. Very important. We do have an... Yeah, okay, we do have the nuts though, if it works. Because we play a Solemn Simulacrum, then a Volo, Auspicious Starrix. Like, we have the mutate nuts basically here. Sure. Okay. Oh, they don't have a ram spell. That is so huge for us. That means that we get our Volo before them. Snowland, whether we can grab a duel here. Yep, Rimewood Falls, there we go. So how do we sequence this? Solemn Simulacrum first or Volo first? Depends if they tap out, I think. C-dash or mutate onto it? Sure. Because I want to resolve this Volo, really. Right? Like, I know I get more value with this, like if I play Volo first, right? I absolutely know that. It's just about, when is my opening window, and I think it's right now. Also, look at this. Every single land is a dual land right now. Isn't that beautiful? Sadly, the Auspicious Starrix has to wait one more turn here. Because you kind of need Llanowar Elves and another ramp piece to really make use of the Starrix. Reptile Laboratory. Yep. We are just going to copy Solemn Simulacrums on the stack, and I'm not going even to attack because I'm like, it's possible for them to have flash creatures here. So yeah, I really don't want to run into any of those cards. Yep. And pass turn. Not attacking. It's very suspicious. Yes, very suspicious. It's the Suspicious Starrix, as they say. If I peel enough lands off the top, I can Sawtusk Ambusher immediately here. Okay, let's do this. We choose the original, I believe. Under 5 mutates. Yep. Under. More mutates. Yes, and we can do it again immediately. No, we got a beast actually from this. That is not really not good. That denies us so many mutates. So since we have a beast already on the battlefield, they just surrender to this. Reasonable. My board would have been pretty huge. But let's see. If I didn't get a beast from this, so this had the line twice. So I get 3 mutates. And then I get... yeah, it would have been 7 mutates overall. So yeah, I think that's the correct math, right? Somehow. Yeah, anyways, GG. We are ready to play against Valky, God of Lies, or rather Tybalt, Cosmic Imposter, because they're probably going to play the backside here. And again, this deck is not very good against control and pretty nice against the rest, but a lot of removal is not what this deck wants to see. That being said, is this hand capable? I don't think it is. Oh yes, Midnight Clock and Uro. Those are the cards I really want in those matchups, right? So, yeah. Gray Blue of the Survival Passage. Sure. Yep. Beautiful. Yeah, like you want those grindy cards. So Midnight Clock just to reshuffle the graveyard. Draw. Uro. Tons of value from the graveyard. I can just lead on this once upon a time, actually. That's pretty good as well. This is my Snowland from Into the North, so I'm not going to take that. I'm going to take the pathway then here. So, yeah. Into the North. Grabbing the Snow Duel here. And I still have some time here. Antique Collector is an interesting card in this deck. So the reasoning behind this is, yes, I do not get to copy it, but the effect is still really nice because what this deck lacks is like value, just like raw card draw. This is the main problem of Volo, and this just gives me card draw. And you can, like, if Volo has perpetually when it dies, investigate, you let it go to the graveyard and then you shuffle it back into the library, investigate, and then immediately get it to the command zone again. Anyways, I think I'm just going to play Uro here. Then I still have the Growth Spire up, which is pretty great. Yep. And I think this was a mistake though. I should have played the Midnight Cloak over the Uro here, because they're basically the same in terms of ramping, but Uro after Volo is a lot of value. Because it gets to get copied, and Midnight Clock earlier makes it so I get to the Midnight Clock earlier, right? So yeah, overall I don't think that was the correct card to play there. It should have been definitely the Midnight Clock. Anyways, Volo. Oh, that is amazing. That's exactly what I want to see. Volo, Llanowar Elves, and now Antique Collector. Antique Collector doesn't work on tokens because they need to actually shuffle to the library back and for us in order to investigate. But this just still draws us a lot of cards and is really nice. So Uro still needs one more card in graveyard. Okay, put to command zone. No, decline. Now they shuffle. Say yes to it. Yes. 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 Command zone. And that's how you do it. And now this perpetually has this line of text, so whenever we play Volo again, we get to do the fun thing again where it dies, and basically now our commander draws us a card every time it's played, right? We are going to draw one more card here, sure. And then keep up the Swan Song, I assume. Yeah. Also just like, I'm going to, for sure, Pact of Negation. I'm going to Swan Song their Thoughtseize and then Pact of Negation their commander. I think that's what I want to do. And let's see. The Liana Dreadhorde General. Still, I can't, like, I really need time on these value planeswalkers. I can't let them just have fun upticking. This Hive of the Eye Tyrant can exile Uro, so I have to be I'm probably playing Uru here anyways, just because it lets me keep up mana for the Swan Song, and it's something I can actually do here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yes. I'm going to shock in, or like bolt in this turn Timber Symbiosis now if I don't drop deck a green, because the Snakeskin Veil, to protect it from Valky, exiling it is pretty good. So let's see. Draw a card, put a land into play, sure. And Snakeskin Veil to protect this Uro now. Yep, that's fine. And next turn should be pretty nice. I have one blue floating here. Not sure what they can do with that though. Soul Shatter. Ooh. Yeah, that goes around Snakeskin Veil. Well played, opponent. And now they play the commander and start upticking, I assume. That is fine. I'm just going to make a ton of mana. Oh, this Shadow Skull smashing is smashing it. And yeah, tons and tons of mana. If I have two Sanctum Weaver, each of them produces 2 mana. In a similar vein, Overgrown Battlement is a creature that produces more mana the more copies of it are on the field. I can also double Uru here off the Spark Double as well. I probably don't want to do that though. I want to keep up Swan Song and Snakeskin Veil. And then maybe just put a counter on Midnight Clock, and if nothing else happens. They just have to like not have too much removal here in the top something of their deck. If they decide to kill Volo here, I think I'm just okay. Yeah, I'm going to Swansong that. Then I can Snakeskin the Volo. That's exactly what I wanted to say. If they use Shatter Skull to kill 2 of these, I think I'm just going to protect Volo and let one of them die, just so I can Swansong a board wipe. Yeah, that is really good for them. Oh yeah, they also now just get the Midnight Clock, which is a really threatening card. Like if Tybalt could, they would just run 3 Midnight or 4 Midnight Clocks. This is exactly what their deck wants. Rocks to ramp towards the commander that gives them late game value. I can play Uru here twice. Yeah, Snakeskin. Good timing on that. Doing that in my upkeep. Now wasting 1 additional mana. I can actually kill their commander here, which is pretty great. Yep. So let's do exactly that. They should tap this Overgrown Battlement though for mana now. They didn't. Could they even? I'm not even sure if they could do that. Anyways, I'm going to kill their commander. I am not sure there's anything in any graveyard that I want to copy. No, it doesn't seem like it. Sacrifice a treasure, draw a card, sure. Kill Valky. Oh yeah, this worked out pretty nicely. Do I want to cash in this body double to draw 2? I assume so. Sure. More Urus. Yes. More Urus. That's fine. And I think I'm just not going to play any creature. My board is already threatening enough. They need to get a board wipe anyways. If they kill Volo, I just get to investigate again. Key to the Archive is a good one, but it doesn't do anything because they don't have a card in hand to discard. So it doesn't matter what they pick here, it goes to the graveyard immediately. Yep. So they needed to draw a card here first with this Castle Lochswain. And they couldn't have played this anyways. They're currently hovering cards. I think they're embarrassed. It's not over though. They just kill a bunch of creatures here with the Shadow Skull smashing. They're still definitely in this game, right? Decline. And now to the command zone. We really have to be careful on that one. Draw a card from this clue. Yeah. This is amazing, having this line of text on Volo. Really paid off. Yeah, I could have also declined putting it back into the deck altogether to be able to play Uro, but I think I just want to play Uro off this like while Volo is on the field anyways. Swing in for 3. I basically played this Lotus Cobra for pressure, not necessarily for the mana. Tibbled, sure. Plus, I assume?
Beg. It won't help, but it amuses.
Would be a plus, yeah. Sea Dasher and land. Oh, the Sea Dasher is interesting. I would have loved to have that. Elspeth's Nightmare, killing a... Oh, that's a big mistake for them. Because now I have enough cards in the graveyard to work with Uro. They should have killed the copy. Yep. Okay. Uro comes out and plays. Yep. Get 2 Uro triggers. Yep. Draw more cards. Just barely hanging in there. Oh, now we also have a counterspell for the Sea Dasher Octopus, which I really like. And I'm going to counter that. They have so much mana, I'm not going to get any value out of this Mystical Dispute, like ever, probably. We're not seeing like any big cards here though. Swing in everything at Tibbled, I assume? Yeah. Get the value out of the way. We are going to Mystical Dispute this, yes. Boom. Oh, it's a blue card. It's a blue card, I forgot, it only costs 1 mana. Decline. Command zone. And we could have just played this Volo again here if we didn't mess up, right? Ah, this hurts. Do we... Yeah, I would have... I think I have to be greedy here on this Solemn Simulacrum, just copying it, getting more card draw. Like, card draw is how we win the game eventually here. Well, that was definitely a mistake. Sometimes you just gotta let Auto Tapper do its thing, right? Man, this antique collector has put in work. For sure. Oh, yes, they drew land. That's really good for us. If we draw land or something like that, that wouldn't be the worst. It's a ton of mana. Celestis, more rocks that give them value. They also have a Midnight Clock, they have a Celestis. Yeah. They have a blocker with this Hive of the Tyrant, so we have to keep that in mind. But yeah, now they're just fully saying your go basically here. Okay. Volo. Yes. we are swinging with you guys. Put this into play, sure. Lotus Cobra doesn't do anything here, but I still have a normal land drop to make. Yep, crashing. The good thing is this Uru is on the field while this Elspeth Nightmare is actually exiting my graveyard. Nightfall, sure. Yep. Yes. Put more into play. So we have higher chances of drawing something else. Oh. Like this. Yes. Full rainbow. Oh, isn't this pretty? Do we want to commit or do we just want to relax? If we commit, how many cards, if they board wipe, how many cards do actually go to the graveyard? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we can play. Oh no, we can't play Uru again because these two get exiled. So I'm playing these two just the sole reason that if they now board wipe, which is basically they're out here, I have exactly enough cards in graveyard, even after this Elspeth Nightmare, to then play Uru again. And that is the basic idea here. They can crack the midnight clock though, as well. Yeah, and this is going to get scary. Very, very scary. I fully assume the board wipe here, but we do draw a bunch of cards from this. We have the 2 draws from the Solemn Simulacrum and then the Investigate from the Volo. Oh, Celestis? What was their draw that they are going to use the Celestis here? Oh yeah, the Thoughtseize is not very great. The Maze My Tome. Wow. I didn't expect this at all. I mean, even if they had a board wipe, we were still in the game. We would have drawn 3 cards here, then won an upkeep. Uro, we would have seen just 5 cards next turn in total, and yeah, but that was an amazing match. GG. We are done with the game, so I hope you enjoyed them as much as I did. And yeah, Volo Guide to Monsters, definitely a fun deck, and a really pleasant experience compared to the last time I tried this at Historic Brawl, because the matchmaking was absolutely awful, but now he seems to get paired against slightly more like tamer commanders, let's put it this way. Yeah, overall, yeah, that was pretty great. And I didn't expect this grinding power that we had in that last game. That was amazing. Anyways, if you want to play this deck on a budget, what can you cut? What do you need? And this is really, really hard to play on a budget, because you want a lot of very, very specific cards, and there are no replacements really for them. So, lands obviously are great, right? The Mutate package is really where it's at. Luckily enough, a lot of the Mutate cards are commons and uncommons, so you don't even need to care too much about this. You can replace basically all the mana dogs with mana dogs that don't have a creature type in common with the rest of your cards. You can check this very easily if you go here to click more details, and you can see. Yes, I have some overlap, but one of the rogues is a shapeshifter. That doesn't matter, right? Shapeshifters don't matter because they copy something. Elementals, some of these elementals are, I believe, yeah, mutate cards, right? So, like, there's some cards you can basically ignore. Overall, you want to have different mutate cards. You want to have high value mutate cards. And basically ways to draw cards. One of the best screen draw engines does not work at all, and that is Guardian Project, because the copy enters first and then your original enters, then you would draw a card, but you already have a card with the same name on the battlefield, and that does not work. So that is quite sad. Instead, we're running Harmonize, Graven Lore. I think just having big draw spells to draw when you really need it against that control match in the last game. Perfect example. Shapeshifters and mutate cards are really good, and then the rest just basically look out for what your creature types are. Double Kogla has still a lot of value because the first copy enters, fights, then the second one enters, overrides the first one, and then this fights again, so you basically get a free fight from that. Overall, I think Uro is just absolutely amazing. Like the Solemn Simulacrum, Uro, Wandering Archaic, Cavalier of Thorns, those are all really hard to replace, I believe. Other than that, just do as you want. You can replace basically all the counter spells with like Snakeskin Veil effects, but then you just get board wiped out like you're set. But overall, yeah, it is kind of tricky to make work on a budget. Basically, that is what it boils down to, right? If you did enjoy this deck, consider liking the video. It was a lot of fun making it, making this deck, because it is such a unique restrictions, and I love having restrictions on my decks. That's why I just enjoy Historic Brawl, because each commander is kind of a restriction on its own, right? Because you want to play around that commander. How can I do that? Yeah. Anyways, Volo Guide to Monsters, pretty fun deck. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you tomorrow.